Well, as you all know, you saved your spot for TrepCamp Advanced Program 2018. And we are really excited to announce some new surprises that we have for you guys today. And we're going to see all the details of how you guys can participate and what are the next steps for you guys for Deferrals of 2018. We have about 55 people that saved their spot for this summer, and we're going to have 500 people joining you guys in this new version of TrepCamp Advanced program. So as you can see on the screen, you need to get ready for the best summer of your life. This is an amazing experience. We're going to see some amazing ecosystems, and you're going to have a life-changing and transformative experience. Now, let's begin. What will you learn today? Well, you will learn the next steps of how to go to the advanced program, right? Now, today we have a huge surprise for you guys that we didn't have in 2017 and that you will have access to, and I will tell you all about it at the end of this session. First of all, let's recap what we're going to do at the entrepreneurial ecosystem and at the TrepCamp Advanced program this year. By the way, please, if you have any questions, feel free to interrupt me. I'm going to make a few spaces to answer all of your questions, so write them on the chat. And Francisco Millaruelo, who's going to be joining us as a moderator today, he's going to make sure that all of your questions are addressed and are answered in detail, okay? So, well, as you guys know, we focus on developing entrepreneurial competencies in the world's top innovation ecosystems. Now, the program starts 4 weeks before you travel to the entrepreneurial ecosystem. What will you do in these 4 weeks? You will have access to a platform where you will do the assessment center, which I will tell you all about it in a few minutes, and you will choose a challenge which you will solve in the TrepCamp Advanced program. We have about 40 different challenges that go all the way from health to impact challenges like wastewater, like diabetes, like all those kind of things. And we have other kinds of challenges that are a little bit more tech challenges, such as imagine the next generation of retail, of sports, of all kinds of things. And we have also tech challenges that go all the way from drones to blockchain to 3D printing to advanced robotics. So it's a very diverse set of challenges, and you will choose the top 3, and then you will choose one of these challenges, which is the one that you're going to solve in the entrepreneurial ecosystem at the advanced program. Now, you will also have access to a module that is where you will learn about megatrends and MTechs. The megatrends is where you will learn about where the world is moving to and which are the opportunities as an entrepreneur. And the MTechs, you will need to learn a little bit about the different emerging technologies that are around the world and that are going to be very important for you to apply them to business solutions, right? And at the end, you will map the entrepreneurial ecosystem. You will see the main VC funds, you will see the main accelerators, the main incubators, the main mentors, etc., and different organizations you will want to meet at the entrepreneurial ecosystem so you can get the most out of this amazing experience, right? Now, the entrepreneurial ecosystem, once you finish the pre-work, you'll have access to a WhatsApp group. So you need to download WhatsApp, and you will have access to this group so you can get to know all of your partners who will be joining you at the advanced program, and you will get to know your coordinator who will be the one helping you and facilitate all the logistics and everything you need to know to travel to the program, right? Now, you will travel to the program, you will get on a plane, and you will go to the entrepreneurial ecosystem. And when you arrive to the university, you will get to know your roommates, you'll get to know the dorms, and of course, you will get a tour of the whole university and what kind of things you will be able to do in the university, because you will be students at that university for about 3 weeks. Now, You will enter an entrepreneurial simulator. You will be supported by an entrepreneur in residence, which is a successful high impact entrepreneur, a local successful high impact entrepreneur. She's not an academic professor, right? The difference between them and a successful high impact entrepreneur is that they will teach you about the real experiences and not just theoretically, but practically how to apply all this knowledge to your solutions. They will be your instructors within these 3 weeks who will help you solve this challenge that you chose. Okay, now within these 3 weeks, you will be also supported by specialized mentors. You will have access to about 15 different mentors that are experts in different fields, and it will help you solve each part of the challenge. You will have different moments of truth where you will be able to present everything you've learned so far within the first week, the second week, and the third week. So you can be able to validate and move on, right? The first moment of truth is where you will be able to present to the entrepreneur in residence, and who will give you feedback so you can reincorporate and redefine your solution and move forward. Then you will have you will participate in a hackathon. In that hackathon, you will design an MVP and a prototype so we can see your vision about your product or service and your solution about this challenge. You will present this to experts and different mentors. They will give you feedback so you can really validate again your hypothesis about where the product or service is coming through, right? And at the end, you will structure a pitch and you will present this pitch to a demo day to a panel of angel investors and VC funds. So that's a whole amazing experience about the entrepreneurial ecosystem and about the entrepreneurial simulator you will enter to. There's a second thing. We will also connect you to the local ecosystem, right? As you guys know, we have visits. So we will visit the main entrepreneurial organizations such as laboratories, innovation centers, and organizations such as Uber, Google, Tesla, Kickstarter, and, the UN, NASA, and all kinds of different organizations that are going to help you guys get to know the ecosystem and get to know what are different opportunities you have as entrepreneurs. We are going to also have speakers. The speakers are experts in different fields. They're leaders in entrepreneurship, innovation, or technology. They're going to help you better understand what are the different trends and what are the different insights you guys need to know to make a better solution, right? So as you know, there's a group of 50 people on each entrepreneurial ecosystem, but today we have a huge surprise for you. They're going to tell you all about it. Now, we're going to see a quick video about the 2017 experience, and after that, I'm going to answer all of your questions about the program, right? So please make sure to write me, to text me on the chat, and I'm going to make sure to give you all details about your questions. Now, let's take a look at the video.
me, the most important thing about TrepCamp is the people you're surrounded by.
Los speakers y las visitas han estado realmente increíbles.
And every day, for about 3 weeks, you are living and breathing and studying.
I was really excited to meet a lot of cool entrepreneurs, skilled people.
I've learned so much and I'm so grateful for the new connections that I have made thanks to this program.
I was here for 3 weeks and I expect a lot of things. I didn't know what to expect exactly, but I really appreciate this experience to being with people from different culture and being in Boston and seeing all this ecosystem.
You can find opportunities in every single step, which is a great thing.
No solo nos quedamos en la parte teórica, sino más bien nos enfocamos en la parte práctica.
Aprendí que no es fácil emprender, pero que es una misión donde tienes que persistir, trabajar, luchar, nunca rendirte.
It was really a chance to be here with TrepCamp and with those great people.
Te cambia a ti mismo para poder así en un futuro poder cambiar a la comunidad.
And give you great insights and perspectives about life, about your profession, about the ecosystem.
Asking me to be doing TrepCamp for future, and it's gonna be a great experience, trust me. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Fran. Now I'm going to make a small space to answer any questions that you have about the program, about what you're going to do in this 3 weeks. I don't know if you guys have any questions. You can text me here on the chat. I've seen that Carolina, Thomas, and Francisco have helped us text a little bit there. Do you have any questions about what you guys are going to be doing on those 3 weeks? No? Okay. We have a small delay, so that's why I was waiting. But okay, let's move on then. Perfect. Now, as you guys know, you made a $250 deposit, which we have received. So all of you guys who are on this webinar, we have received your $250 deposit, which have secured your place. And if you guys have a scholarship, it's also secured. Okay. Just so you know, your spot is secured as long as you go on the next steps the right way, right? So all of you guys have your spot secured for 2018. So that's great, and we can move forward. I just wanted to give you a confirmation. Now, to prepare for the advanced program, you need to follow the next 5 steps. We sent you on December an email where we told you about the first 2 steps, which I'm going to recap in case you didn't start. We just want to make sure that you guys have all the steps and everything you need to get you prepared for the advanced program. Now, the first step is the assessment center. Fran, if you could help me, please share with them the link of the assessment center in English. And that's the first step, right? That's where you guys will be able to measure your level of entrepreneurial competencies and get a immediate personalized report of each of your level of your entrepreneurial competencies. You'll get feedback about how to develop them or how to strengthen each competency. And you'll be able to map your whole entrepreneurial journey in an action plan from today to 5 years on the future. Now, that's for free. We gave you guys that for free, so you can start with that, and it's going to take you about 20 to 25 minutes. I've seen that many of you, of the 55 deferrals for this year, have already started, which is great, but I just want to give you the recap. Now, the second step is optional. It's the Entrepreneurial Competencies Program, which Francisco will also help us give you the link here on the chat. The Entrepreneurial Competencies Program consists on 10 different modules that are going to help you get prepared for the advanced program. They're going to help you develop these entrepreneurial competencies that we've seen on the assessment center, and they're going to help you be a more complete and integral high-impact entrepreneur. This is a online program which will take you about 20 hours to do so. So it's going to take you about 3 weeks, and you're going to have access to the platform. You're going to have access also to a library of different resources that are going to help you be better entrepreneurs, right? This is optional. This has a cost of about $200, but for you, for the deferrals for 2018, we have a 50% discount. Again, it's optional, but it's going to help you be better prepared for the advanced program. So that's why we gave you this small discount, so you can be part of the entrepreneurial competencies program, right? Okay, now on the step 3 is the one we have today. This is February 2018, and we're here, right? We're in the step 3. So if you didn't do the step 2 and the step 3, you're a bit behind, so try to keep up. And we're now on step 3, right? This is the best part, because this is where you will be able to choose your destination. This is where you'll be able to choose the entrepreneurial competencies where you guys will become a high-impact entrepreneur. This is very important. And you also need to fulfill the payment on February 2018. Now, I'm going to tell you all about the destinations and all about the payment in a few moments. But it's very important that you know that in February 2018, you'll be needing to choose your destination and fulfill your payment to be able to participate at the advanced program. I just want to be very clear with that. Now, on the step 4, it's the pre-work, right? As I told you before, 4 weeks before you travel to the advanced program, you will start the pre-work which will be online, okay? I told you all the details about the pre-work before. It's very important that you know that it's 4 weeks before you travel, okay? That's around May 2018 for the June universities, but it's moved within. If you guys are going to participate in July, then you would start the pre-work in June. And if you guys participate in August, then you will start the pre-work in July. Now, step 5 is the best one of all, because it's where you will participate at the advanced program summer of 2018, right? So step 5 is just to travel and have the best experience of your life. Now, the surprise, you guys, this year, we're not going to have only the universities of 2017. This year, we'll also open 2 new universities, 2 new cohorts. We'll have San Diego State University, and Silicon Valley will have Stanford University, UC Berkeley, now Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., and we're going to open the University of Toronto in Canada. We're going to open NYU again in 2018, BU in Boston, and the Imperial College in London, right? So you guys are going to have more options than the Treps that participated in 2017. Isn't that great? Okay, now let's go. I'm going to help you pick your the place where you want to be in. Okay, I'm going to help you pick the best place for you guys to travel, right? Let's talk about dates. Let's talk about a few details. I know there's a lot of text here. We're going to send you this information. We're going to go really fast in this. But I want you guys to start thinking about which is the university that you would like to choose. There are different things that you need to think about. There are things like the dates, which is very important in case you have other plans in the summer. We're going to talk about the costs of each university, such as the accommodation and if there are any meal plans. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of the ecosystems. Now, TrepCamp is the same program in each university, but the ecosystem changes, as you know, right? Now, San Diego. In San Diego, which is going to be in June, from June the 2nd to June the 21st of 2018. I'm sorry, there's a typo there. From June 2nd to June 21st. And there's going to be a second session of San Diego, which is a very rich ecosystem, from July 8th to July 27th of 2018. Okay? Now, San Diego State University is one of the biggest and oldest universities in the whole country. As you guys know, it has been recognized as one of the most productive universities. It's expert in different kinds of global entrepreneurship. It has one of the best MBAs in the world. So it's an amazing university. It's one of the biggest universities, as I said before, and you're going to be able to have an amazing experience there, right? Now, you can visit some emblematic places such as Quarter, QB3, the Conventional Center, and there are some innovation and entrepreneurship centers such as the SDSU Lavin Center for Entrepreneurship. I want to tell you a little bit about this because the Lavin Center, the director of the Lavin Center, and also part of the Amazon founders team, will be your entrepreneur in residence in San Diego State University, right? So one of the founders of Amazon will be your instructor at San Diego State University. Isn't that amazing? Now, we'll also visit places such as Qualcomm, the San Diego Innovation Center, etc., etc. Now, San Diego is a ecosystem that it outstands about different clusters. Now, each ecosystem is going to have different clusters. In San Diego, you'll be able to see things that are very specialized and very deep in biotech, biomedic, of course, renewable energy, and aerospace. Right? This is all about San Diego. It's an amazing ecosystem. So I just want to give you all the information. Again, we will send you this deck. Now, let's move to Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is one of our most popular sites. It has two of the most popular universities. Here we're going to go to Stanford University and UC Berkeley. We're going to go to Stanford from July the 8th to July the 27th of 2018. Again, there's a typo there. And to UC Berkeley from June the 10th to June 29th of 2018, right? So as you can see, UC Berkeley is in June and Stanford University is in July. Now, these two universities, I could talk a lot about them, but I think that you guys know them, right? Stanford is known as top 1, top 2 of the US and sometimes of the world. And UC Berkeley is in the top 20, and it has the most Nobel Prizes known in history. It's an amazing research and innovative university, and it's also one of the most prestigious universities in the world. Now, in Silicon Valley, we'll have lots of things to do. There are different emblematic places that you can look at in a touristic way, such as, of course, the Golden Gate, the Levi Stadium, Chinatown, the Ghirardelli Square, etc., in San Francisco. And we will visit some innovation and entrepreneurship centers, such as Google, the SRI, the Stanford Research Institute, Facebook, the Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory, etc., right? In Silicon Valley, you have different clusters. You have all kinds of clusters, but the main clusters are, of course, the high-tech cluster, big data cluster, advanced manufacturing, which is advanced robotics, and microelectronics, right? There are other clusters that we will also be able to see, but these are the main ones in Silicon Valley. Now let's move to Washington, D.C., which is also an amazing cohort. This university is Georgetown University. I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity to visit Georgetown, but it's an amazing castle. You will be able to stay at one of the most important universities in the US and also in the world. This is alma mater of politicians and recognized by different business people, and it's one of the main centers in Washington, D.C., right? Washington, D.C., as you guys may know, is the capital city in the US, and it's reference for social entrepreneurship, education, and it uses different kinds of networks and institutions so you can be able to achieve a high impact change in the world. As touristic plans, you may be able to visit emblematic places such as the Capitol, the Library of Congress, the Lincoln Memorial, of course, the White House, and different places such as the CIA, FBI, the Pentagon, different places. Washington, D.C. is an amazing place. We will visit entrepreneurship and innovation centers, such as the National Center of Entrepreneurship, the Schwab Foundation for Social Entrepreneurship, ABB Technology. We have Microsoft. We have a big hub of Google as well. We have a big hub of sorry, I forgot the name, but oh yeah, we visited the CIA and the FBI last year. Okay, now clusters such as social entrepreneurship, education, of course, cybersecurity, and aerospace and defense, right? This is an amazing cohort. This, as I told you before, it's a beautiful university. So if you guys are interested in social entrepreneurship, education, cybersecurity, aerospace, defense, or government, this is the best university for you. Now, New York. NYU is one of our most popular sites as well, not just because of the university, which is an amazing university, but also because New York is a great ecosystem for entrepreneurs, right? We're going to go there from July the 10th to July the 29th, 2018. And we're going to have a second place where you will be able to participate, which will be from July the 20th to August the 10th of 2018. So you're going to be 2 different sessions of NYU. We're going to give you all the information on this deck, so you can have access to it. Now, in NYU, you will start to participate again in one of the most influential and prestigious universities in the country. This is one of the best 50 universities in the world. And you will be able to visit emblematic places as a tourist, such as, of course, Wall Street, Times Square, Central Park. Well, the Big Apple itself by itself, right? Now, the most important thing is that sometimes New York is more of a touristic way for us young people, but this time we're going to be looking at it as in a different way, right? We're going to visit innovation and entrepreneurship centers, such as there's a huge Google headquarters in New York. Kickstarter. We're going to be able to have access to the New York Angels, which are maybe the most important angels investors organization in the world, right? So we're going to be have access also to the Pepsi Co-Design and Innovation Center of the Social Entrepreneurship, the Samsung Accelerator, which is called Next, which we went last year. So it's a very popular site, and actually it's one of the cheapest. I don't know why, but it's one of the cheapest sites for accommodation and meal plans. I'm going to tell you all about it in a moment. There we have lots of different clusters, but some of them point out a little bit more, such as fashion, media, financial services, which is fintech, and e-commerce. Okay, let's move on. Now, Boston. Boston is also one of our most popular sites. We go there to BU, which is one of the biggest universities and one of the most recognized universities in the country. Again, one of the best 50 universities in the country. We're going to go there from July the 22nd to August the 10th. Now, this is at the same time as the second session of NYU, as you can see. This is 2018 again. And in Boston is known as one of the most important cities for students and for entrepreneurs. You're going to see there places as tourists such as the Fenway Park, where you can see the Red Sox, the Harvard Square, of course, the Boston Common, which is an amazing park. Lots of things to see in Boston, different museums, lots of things. It's amazing. Now, you're going to be able also to visit different innovation and entrepreneurship centers, such as the MIT Media Lab, the Roxbury Innovation Centers. There's also a huge Microsoft headquarters. And there's also probably the best place to do networking with entrepreneurs. It's a Venture Cafe Cambridge. We have a great activity of networking there where you will be able to meet all the entrepreneurs of the area. Now, there are different clusters in Boston, but the ones that point out here are robotics, virtual reality, of course, augmented reality as well, biotechnology, and education. Okay, let's move on. Now, in Toronto is one of our new, and we're very excited to announce Toronto. It's one of our new universities, our new cohorts. We're going to travel all the way to Canada to explore this new ecosystem. It's going to be from July the 1st to July the 20th of 2017. If you guys have any trouble with visas or anything like that in the US, you can travel all the way to Canada and you will have no problem about it. Now, the University of Toronto is known as one of the most prestigious universities in Canada, maybe the most prestigious university in Canada. It has a very important research facility, and it's very important and very known for its innovations, right? There you will be able to visit emblematic places such as the Lake Ontario, of course, the CN Tower, which is an emblematic and landmark place to go, Ontario Legislative Building, the Mercado of St. Lawrence, etc., right? But there are also places of innovation and entrepreneurship which are amazing, such as Extreme Ventures, which is a VC, a fund of different kinds of investors. Creative Destruction Lab, Next 36, which is an incubator, which is amazing. Wave, the Science Center, etc., etc. This is an amazing place to get a little bit deep on fintech, on food tech, on biotech, and aerospace and defense as well, right? So Toronto is one of the richest ecosystems. We didn't go there before because we wanted to, first of all, get to know a little bit better the different ecosystems in the US. But we have always looked to Toronto and to London because they're amazing, amazing entrepreneurship centers. I suggest that you guys go a little bit further and investigate a little bit and do some research about the different cohorts that I'm presenting you right now, because it's very important that you map the land. Now, let's move to London. Who doesn't want to go to London, right? Now, we're going to go to one of the most important universities, not only in London, but in the world. It's one of the oldest universities in the world. It was founded in 1907, and it's recognized for its faculties in science, energy, medicine, and different kinds of things in business. This is also a beautiful university. As you can see, there are some pictures there, and the participants will be able to take a walk in different kinds of parts. Okay, I'm gonna answer all of your questions in just a little bit. I've seen that there are some people asking for the word, but okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit more details, and I'm gonna answer all of your questions. Sorry about that, but I got a text by Francisco telling me that he wanted to give you some answers, but I'm gonna keep on. Okay, now in London is a very competitive city, maybe the most important city in entrepreneurship and innovation in Europe. You guys are going to be able to visit some emblematic places as tourists, such as, of course, the Big Ben, the London Tower, lots of different, the Buckingham Palace, Hyde Park, different kinds of museums. It's amazing. But as entrepreneurs, we're going to also visit innovation and entrepreneurship places, like the Tech City, Google, the Plexel, JLab, which is awesome, Innovation Warehouse, Center to Clean Tech, which is a great accelerator for you guys. And there are also different clusters that stand out, right? Such as media and entertainment, where you will see all kinds of things of art, design, all kinds of things of architecture, right? So media and entertainment is very strong in London. Renewable energy, Internet of Things, of course, and fintech, right? This is a great hub for fintech, and it's very important that you also map these lands for you to be able to travel all the way to London. Now, I'm gonna move to the prices, to the costs of each accommodation and each meal plan. But before that, I want to make sure that you have all the information that you need to pick the place, and that I answer all of your questions. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, Íñigo de Aviega, Inigo de Aviega, he says, do you have the dates for London? Of course. For London, we're going to go from July the 2nd to July the 21st of 2018, right? July the 2nd to July the 21st of 2018. Okay, perfect. Any other questions? Okay, perfect. I'm going to move forward now. Now, it's very important that you guys know that there are different costs for accommodation and meal plans. As I told you before, the program is the same on each university, but the ecosystem changes. Now, each university has their different accommodation and meal plans rates. So you can see here on the screen, again, I'm going to share you this information, but there are different costs, right? We have UC Berkeley at $927. We have a meal plan of $241, which includes a breakfast. Now, on the total, you will see also a 2.9% of commission that the platform charges when you do the payment. I'm sorry about that. We cannot take that away, but there's a 2.9 commission that the platform just charges. Okay. Now, San Diego State University, it's $855. It's a little bit cheaper, and you have a meal plan that includes breakfast and lunch, and it costs $532 for the whole 3 weeks program, right? Now, Stanford University is a very popular university, but it's a little bit more pricey. It's $1,255 for accommodation, and you have a meal plan. Please note that the meal plan includes the 3 meals, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's $1,335, which comes to $2,667, right? This includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and of course, the whole accommodation, right? So it's very important that you guys notice that, because Stanford University is one of our most popular universities, but it's a little bit more pricey. Now, you have the other part of the story, which is NYU, right? NYU is one of our most popular universities as well. It is one of the most popular ecosystems, as you may know, but it's the cheapest one. Why? Well, just because the university, those are the rates that the university charges, right? So for NYU, as you can see, it's a $718 for accommodation. You will have no meal plans there, so you will be able to have access to a kitchen where you will be able to cook for yourself. So think about NYU, because it's one of the cheapest one. You will be able to go all the way to the supermarket, buy all the food that you need, and cook your meals at the university, right? So it comes all the way with a 2.9 commission to $739. Now, Boston University, which is also one of our most popular universities, is $1,000. It has a meal plan that includes breakfast. This is a great meal plan. I have been there. I have had breakfast there. It's like a buffet. It's great. It's $176, which it comes all the way to $1,200. Okay. Georgetown University, the accommodation is of $857. It has no meal plans included. It's $882 of total, right? Now, University of Toronto and Imperial College also, they don't have a meal plan. Please note that University of Toronto is $1,172 for the whole experience of the 3 weeks, with the 2.9 commission. It's a $1,200 as well. And Imperial College, please make sure that you see this very clearly, because it's on pounds, right? It's very important you see that the pounds and the dollars are a different currency. And it's 1,000 pounds to go to the Imperial College and stay there and have this amazing experience in London, right? Do you guys have any questions about the different costs of accommodation and meal plans? Oh, there's a great question that Daldi did. Thank you so much for this question, because I wasn't gonna mention this, but I'm so glad that you made it. Okay, so the question that he makes is, the meal plan is mandatory. I have a very special diet. Okay, first let me answer about the diet. If you have a very special diet, there's no problem. Just make sure to tell your coordinator so the university can prepare the diet, right? So we have people that have come that are gluten-free. We have had diabetics. We have had all things. But if we tell in advance to the coordinator, then you'll have your special diet with your meal plan, no problem, okay? That's the first answer. Now, about the meal plans are mandatory. Yes, unfortunately, the universities that have a meal plan, it's mandatory that if you're gonna travel there, and if you pay for the accommodation, you also have a meal plan, right? There's no option of just having the accommodation and not having the meal plan, okay? So it's very, very important that you guys take a look at the total, because it's not either or, it's accommodation and meal plan, and it's very important that you make the sum, right? Okay, any other questions? Okay. Inigo, I see that you are asking about the Stanford dates. I'm going to go just 2 slides back, just to make sure that you have the Stanford dates. That Stanford University dates are from July the 8th to July the 27th of 2018. Again, I'm going to send you this deck. I'm going to change that typo of 2017 to 2018, and I'm going to send you this deck, so you have all the information. Okay, perfect. Let's move forward. Now, as you guys may know, your next step is to choose your destination, right? So first of all, we're going to send you the acceptance letters that you signed us, where you paid the $250 deposit to save your spot, and you signed it not choosing any destination. Now we're going to make this new letter, which is going to be the same, but for 2018, with the dates and universities of 2018. You're going to receive this letter via email in the next couple of days, and you're going to be able to select your destination, sign the letter, send it back to us, and then you're going to get a confirmation, right? With that confirmation, we're going to send you an accommodation and logistics package. In that accommodation and logistics package, you will see everything you need to see. You will learn everything about the university. You will learn everything about the program. You will learn even how to get from the airport all the way to the university, and the different ways to travel there. You're going to get different kinds of options of different airports where you can travel to. You get all the information. It's a very, very complete accommodation and logistics package, but you will not get the accommodation and logistics package if you didn't choose your destination and send us your letter. So please make sure that you receive your acceptance letter. If not, let us know in the next couple of days. You're going to have to sign it, choose your destination, and as a confirmation, we're going to send you the accommodation and logistics package, right? It's going to take a couple of weeks for us to send you the accommodation and logistics package, but just please make sure that you have it in about 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks, you're going to have the accommodation and logistics package. Sorry to be so repetitive, but I just want to make sure to be very, very clear. Now, the second step of this part is to fulfill the payment, right? You will need to fulfill the payment. The price of the program, as you guys know, is $3,000, right? $3,000 for the whole experience of TrepCamp. Now, these $3,000, they don't include accommodation or meal plans, right? Of course, the air travel, it doesn't include as well. Now, the $3,000 price for the TrepCamp program, you need, if you guys have a scholarship, you need to put that out. We're going to do that for you actually in the accommodation and logistics package that we send you. And you need to put out as well the $250 that you guys have already paid, right? Those two things have been applied directly to your tuition. Now, you're going to also have access to a link to pay your accommodation and meal plan if applied, right? As you can see, they go all the way from $720 to $1,300. And the meal plans go all the way from 240 to 1400, right? You can see this in table 1, which is the table that I just showed you before. Now, to give you these links, you're going to need the accommodation logistics package, right? So please make sure that once you have received the accommodation logistics package, you read it fully, because there you're going to have access to those links so you can fulfill your payment. You have access to the TrepCamp Advanced Program fulfillment, and you're going to have access to the accommodation and meal plans if they apply. Do you guys have any questions about these next steps for you? Okay, so Carolina says, once we choose our university, since how many days before the program we can arrive to our destination? That's a great question, Carolina. Actually, in the accommodation and logistics package, you will be able to see when you need to arrive. Of course, you can arrive before, but you would need to stay at another place. We have reserved the university only for the program. Normally, the program starts on Sunday, so you will arrive on Sunday. I actually suggest sometimes to the different traps that I talk to try to arrive a little bit earlier and maybe stay at a hotel or at an Airbnb to try to take a look a little bit before to the whole ecosystem, right? But you guys would need to arrive at when the program starts, which will normally starts on Sunday. So you go on Sunday, you do your check-in at the dorms, and then you can start. You can stay there for only the 3 weeks of the program. You cannot stay there a little bit more because we have a contract with the university, and we have only reserved the place for you guys on those dates. Okay. Now, do you guys have any other questions? Okay. Daldi says, are we using our tourist visa or like a student visa? Another great question. Thank you so much for making these questions, Daldi. No, you guys need the tourist visa, right? You don't need a student visa. A student visa is way harder to get, and this is not an academic program. You're not gonna be students. You're gonna be entrepreneurs, and you guys are gonna be training. So this visa that you need is for a trainment program, which is the same one as a tourist visa, right? So you need the B1, B2 visa or equivalent, and I believe that most of you guys already have it. If you need to get your visa, I suggest that you first receive our acceptance letter, which we will send you in a few days, and you can bring that to the embassy, and it will help you get easier your visa. Okay, perfect. Any other questions? No? Awesome. Well, you guys get ready for the best summer of your life. They're gonna be 500 people traveling to the US and London and Toronto University this year. So it's going to be the biggest program that TrepCamp has ever made. You guys are the first one that have been accepted, but please make sure that you select your place and fulfill your payment before they do. Okay. Now, Guillermo has another question, I believe. Yeah, I can afford the program because I had an accident and won't be able to get. Oh, I'm so sorry, Guillermo. I'm so sorry. Please call me, Guillermo, call me, and I'll try to give you a little bit more options, okay? We have a little bit more options for those things, and I'm so sorry to hear about that. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I will send you this informational session video, and I'll also send you the deck, which will have all the information that you guys need, okay? Best of luck. If you have any questions, I think all of you have my email and all of you have my phone number, but you also have it right now on the screen. And oh, there's a last question. Okay, Fermin says, so we have to wait for our acceptance letter, then we can choose the city and we can pay. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, Fermin, you need to wait for your acceptance letter. You need to sign the acceptance letter, choose your destination, and send it back to us. Once you have sent it back to us, we will send you the accommodation and logistics package so you can make your payments. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye bye.